Hey everybody, I'm Jake Wilson.
And I'm Jake Carruthers. And this is the Small Town Jakes podcast.
Small Town Jakes, where we sit over a couple of beers and talk about memories and fun times and adventures and things that we just find funny.
All the shit we've got into.
So Jake, what makes you want to start a podcast?
I've always kind of wanted to do a podcast for probably about 10 years or something like that. And I like to tell stories. I like to talk. And sometimes people find me entertaining.
I can attest to that. I remember like 6 years ago when you, basically we would just kind of go on our breaks. We'd drive around and chit chat the whole time and just crack jokes. There's always tons of fun. And this one particular time, I don't know if you know what I'm bringing up.
I don't know.
But,
Go for it, though.
But basically, yeah, we were like, oh, this could be a podcast, something that I think people would find it interesting.
People would laugh at it. People would listen.
And you tried to record me on your phone, record our conversation on the phone, being all nonchalant thing. But I wanted to tell you that I knew you were doing that, and I just like kept it like I was like, I'm gonna do this. This sounds really fun.
You totally changed.
I played up to it a little bit, and it was fun. But now we have real equipment. We have a real podcasting studio. We're here at the Workshop Studio. This is episode number 1. How jazzed?
Numero uno.
How jazzed are you that finally, after all these years,
it's
it's
been
actually
years of trying to do this, and finally it's like happening. And this is episode 1. I'm
fucking cheers to that.
I'm spitting. Cheers, bro. I had to reach all the way across the table
yeah,
for that
I'm gonna
one.
bump my mic when I'm trying to reach over to you.
So yeah, I'm really excited to finally do this, and if it doesn't go to anybody, it's just I can get my stories out there and stuff. And
yeah, I'm thinking myself in 20 years would like to listen to some of these things.
You arrogant bastard.
It's all I'm just self-centered. It's just me.
No, I totally get it. And it's nice to like get it out and stuff, and like just share this stuff with people, because I think some people are gonna find this interesting.
Yeah.
Hopefully fun.
We're just small town dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're both born and raised in Port Angeles. I spent a lot of my time out in Joyce, and you were basically PA.
Grew up on the mountain of Deer Park.
Deer Park?
Yeah. And yeah.
I grew up kind of all around PA and out in Joyce and everywhere, but we're both
Have you ever moved away at all?
Yeah, I moved down to Northern Cali, off and on for like 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah. No, I just want to be back up here. I love being out here in the woods. There's no rattlesnakes or scorpions or anything. And I just wanted to be back up here. And it's like, you always think like, oh God, I just want to leave this small town, fuck this place.
Yeah.
And you leave. And then when you do leave, you miss it and you want to come back. And that's what I did.
Yeah,
and
get
that's
a little perspective. This place is
what this
super
podcast
rad.
is about, is like our small town and the stories behind it and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Northern Cali. I remember stopping by on a drive down there, and I just remember mosquitoes being the size of like little birds.
They
and
were
like
horrible.
what? It was crazy.
Yeah.
They're just. It's like swarming too. It's like they're lining up single file outside the door, like ready to pounce on me. Like they were thirsty.
Ooh, thirsty. Yeah, and so I love it here, so that's why I moved back, and I'm never gonna fucking leave again.
So you moved there on your own? Like you're like, I'm out here, guys. This town sucks.
Yeah, pieced out and was like, nah, fuck BA.
Yeah.
And then I was down there for a while, and I was like, fuck, man. Everywhere else is the same. It's not like you move somewhere and everything's gonna be totally different and your life's gonna change. I was like, fuck it, man. I'm just gonna come back here and live my life here.
Yeah.
All my friends are here. All my family's here. And I fucking love it up here. So
yeah,
Didn't you move
has
away
got
for a little
everything.
while?
Yeah. I did.
Went over to Seattle for a bit.
Yeah. I went to college.
Oh.
Community college, so not real college. But I took a trade program where I studied uh, building furniture, working with wood as basically wood shop for 8 hours a day for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was so fun, except for the whole living in the city part about it. That got old quick.
Yeah, I really don't like going on the other side of the water. No offense to anybody in Seattle. It's great over there and stuff. Not for me though.
Yeah, I just couldn't stand not being able to get away from people, have no nature. Like there's parks that you could go to, but that's not nature.
Yeah, I like the green. I like being able to step on my back porch and take a piss if I want to, and I'm good.
You can do that in the city. People just might not like you.
Or maybe they like me a little bit too much.
They're like, oh, he's going at it again.
The neighbor lady sent over cookies again.
Oh, man. just it's piling up outside your door, just like gifts, and you're like, wow.
Dude, you got to stop pissing.
You need to monetize that. OnlyFans. Jake Brothers.
Pissing out the back door. That's going to be my new podcast.
Hey, all right. Starting another one already, huh?
Yeah, fuck
it doesn't sound like a whole lot of content.
I'm already partway into the first episode, so why not just start another podcast? So, do we want to talk about the story of how we originally met? How long have we been friends now? Fucking...
I would say...
8 years or something like that.
I feel like we met in like...
No, I was
2009, 2010 maybe?
No, it was after. It was 2000. It was like 2011 or some shit.
Yep.
Yeah, because I was like
the Rainier guys.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like 24 when I started working at Mervyn. We met right after. I started working there.
So over a decade.
It's been
We made it 10 years.
Like 10 years. I didn't get you anything. I'm sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Did you get me anything?
A video of me pissing out the back door.
Wait, you already started the page? Damn it! I thought I had something original. Fuck. So yeah, do we want to tell the story of how I first actually met you?
Shoot.
Okay.
Let's get your side of the story.
So I started working at Mervyn Manufacturing. Lots of people know as LibTech. It's a snowboard manufacturing company in Carlsberg, Washington, obviously. And so I started working there, and I was a finisher. Jake was an edger, right?
Yeah. I started off as a layup.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
And then I went edging.
You started there before me, but I think you were in layup when we started. It would take a lot to explain both those jobs, but anyways, layup and finishing didn't really hang out that much, and I had just started working there a little bit.
Yeah, because you guys were always working.
No, we were just a lot cooler than you guys. Just kidding. And I had befriended Conan. He was like the first guy that like I met there that we like started hanging out and shit. Like met him like the first or second day.
He's a good guy.
Dude. Yeah, he's
I liked
a good
him.
dude. And
he's like a little bit younger than us, right?
A little bit, I think, or maybe not. I don't know.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to get a hold of him and say, "Hey, we talked about you."
Yeah. Hey, you're on a podcast, fucker.
Famous.
So I was hanging out with Condon a lot, and like we were out smoking a cigarette, and you came over and you were like, "Hey, Condon, can I talk to you? Like over here, like just me and you talk for a minute." Somehow there was a rumor that somebody said that you had said that Condon was fucking some girl that was working at Lib. And, like, I guess from what you and Conan were talking about, because, like, I ended up walking over and standing behind you guys while you were talking. I was, like, standing behind Conan, like, totally eavesdropping in. And he was like, some shit happened. You were like, dude, it's just a fucking rumor. I didn't say that shit. And so you and Conan were, like, shook hands and shit. And then you were like, hey, are we cool? And Conan's like, yeah, dude, we're cool. And then I, like, pushed Conan aside. And I got, like, right up in your face. And I was like, yeah, dude, but me and you, we're fucking not cool. And then I turned around and walked away. And we had never met each other. And cops are showing up.
Check it out.
First podcast, cops got to show up.
I must have blocked it out because I actually don't quite remember that.
Yeah, and
like I felt like
you were like, who the fuck is that guy? And I just walked away. And then like a couple hours later, I saw you out smoking again or somewhere like outside, And I walked up to you and I was like, "Hey, dude, by the way, my name's Jake. I'm sorry. I'm just a fucking total asshole, and I just have this really dark sense of humor, and I just thought I could like totally fuck with you." And you were like, "Yeah, dude. Like, I have no idea who the fuck you are, and why would you care if he's cool with it?" And then you were like, "Fuck," and then we hit it off right from there. We're like, we're
Yeah.
both have fucking great senses of humor.
Yeah, and the great thing about Live is everybody is. It was just like such a cool culture. Everybody was like totally cool and happy, joking around,
Yeah.
and it was like good people, a good hang. Yeah, Live was great.
Lib could be a whole couple episodes.
Yeah,
There's some
well,
crazy
maybe
stories.
we'll do a LibTech episode for the next one and disclose some of our crazy nights.
Oh my God, there's a lot of them. There was a lot of them there. We were both what?
I hope you remember them.
Yeah, I remember bits and pieces. But yeah, we were both in our early 20s, and it was a fun place to work. But so, question for you:
Yeah,
can you give us just a quick rundown of Jake Wilson?
Jake Wilson. Okay,
Born, raised.
Yeah.
How'd you get to here?
All right. Well, yeah, I was born here in this hospital, Olympic Medical Center, right there, and went to Fairview Elementary. Like
I went to
like
Fairview too.
I grew up on a mountain.
Were we in
there.
the same
I grew up-
class?
No, I don't think so.
I only went there for 1 year.
I grew up racing BMX bikes, riding dirt bikes, and going camping, basically. And that was
That's
my
what you
childhood.
do out here.
Yeah. I mean, come on, this place has got everything. This
Yeah.
place has got two freshwater lakes, both of that are different. One's like the party lake, and then the other
Lake
one's
Sutherland.
yeah, and then Lake Crescent is just like this beautiful, huge lake that is just like, I mean, it's just amazing just how clear it is. It's known for how clear it is. It's so deep that you could fit the Space Needle in it.
Yeah, it's probably the best lake in Washington. I'm just gonna throw it out there. It is
Yeah,
the best
yeah.
lake in Washington.
Yeah, take that, Lake Mayfield,
Yeah.
Rife Lake. Woo.
Fuck you, Mayfield.
Chelan, you yuppie mother sons of.
Leland, you can suck it.
I like Leland. Leland's pretty good too. It's like a pond.
It's
Lake
like
Leland.
it's like a big ass pond.
Yeah, and it's got the attached campground, and we would go there. We went like 5-6 years in a row on Memorial Day weekend, and I remember I had one of my very first sexual acts in that
Ooh.
campground.
Getting
Yeah, with the girl that I met that was camping.
Ooh.
She was older than me.
Oh shit.
2 years.
Robbing the grave.
Shit. Oh man. That's why I like Lake
That's a
Leland
story
so
for
much.
another time.
Yeah, it is.
But anyways, back to
Back to me.
the Wilson.
So I went to Port Angeles High School. Grew up an awkward kid and into an awkward adult, and and found myself hanging out in the wood shop a lot and really enjoying it. And I love making things. I don't know what. It was the one thing that actually sparked, and I didn't really take it as like, oh, this is going to be my path in life, you know, like I felt like it was like, oh, just something cool. But
I mean, honestly, you're pretty good at it.
thank you. Yeah, it's when you spend time at something, yeah, hopefully you get good at it.
Your first product that you sold was from me, right?
I think my very first project that I ever sold to anybody was a coffee table
still in my house.
for you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That coffee table is probably 10 years old.
Dude, it still holds up great. I mean, it's like I haven't had to do anything to it, and we use the cores, the scrap cores from Core Shop, or like the skateboard cores
for LibTech
I'm a-
skateboards, which are actually really ornate. They're like really cool. They have all these different laminations and plywood in it.
Yeah, but you don't see it because it's
Yeah.
all like
So-
fucking covered
so
in shit. So we
we put it on a
put
tabletop.
it on the table. So we like built the whole thing. I was there with you, but like
put 6 of
all I
them
really
on
did
there.
was like sand and stuff and drink beer.
Yeah, and keep me company.
Yeah. And then you put there's like a veneer of those on the top, and it fucking still looks fucking great.
Yeah, and we stained it.
And
I didn't stain the underside. I still remember that. I still wish I would have stained the underside because.
I want my money back. And how much did I pay for it? $45.
No, I don't even think it was 45. I
It
think
was
it was like
like
40.
35,
I think it was 40.
$35, $40.
I think I said 40. I remember sitting in your car at break and going like, yeah, I could
It's
do
like
it for
it's like a $300 coffee table.
like I could do it for like 40 bucks. Would that be okay?
And I was like, how about 35?
Oh, jeez. No, yeah.
Yeah, so-
and to my surprise, you're like, yeah, do it. I'm like, okay. And that was my first stint back, like woodworking from.
And the first
I
person that
went
really
to-
fucked you over on a price.
No. It was a fun project all the way through. My brother-in-law actually did the finish on it. It's an oil finish of oil varnish finishes.
Yeah.
No doubt that it's still kicking around because that finish is
Oh,
super
it's-
beefy.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
some stuff that
So
he
I've
had.
never
that
had
was,
to touch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, you got into the woodworking thing, and
Yeah. You know, I had taken a break. So we got to rewind. So I went to it's in shop class, like trying to awkwardly hit on the shop teacher's daughter, and not
as
realizing
we all do.
and not realizing that she was kind of reciprocating.
Oh snap!
Never happened. But yeah. And then
And
I went
if
off
she's
to college.
listening
I,
right
I,
now.
I actually, yeah, I got a little scholarship, a little tiny one, because I got
Little
like
baby scholarship.
vocational honors. That was the only class I got an A in was wood shop, and was able to go to this trade school in Seattle. So I was like, little kid, 18, moving to the city, like.
Solo.
Oh, man, yeah, I actually went to live with my cousin and aunt and uncle, and they were nice enough to let me hang out there, live there actually, and be a little shit. Because when me and my cousin got together, he's the same age as me, but he was homeschooled, and when he got put into school, he got put in at a grade lower, so he was still a senior in high school when I moved in, being a freshman in college.
Oh.
And whenever we hung out together, we always tended to just kind of feed off of each other and just get into mischief and just like be little shits.
Kind of like me and you do.
And that was the first time that I actually got into smoking weed.
Oh.
Yeah, I never liked it before.
Shame.
Yeah, I detested people that smoked. Honestly, guys, mainly because my brother was such a dick back then. He's so
He's
awesome
gonna be
today.
listening to this podcast,
He's,
you know
he's
that, right?
such a good soul. Like, but back when he was in his formative years, he was an angry.
Yeah. I was the younger brother as well. They're fucking
Yeah.
dicks.
Yeah. So yeah.
So yeah, you got it. Like doing
went
the
to college.
woodworking- Oh yeah.
Did the college and came back home because I got homesick. I wanted to be back here
Yeah.
because it's awesome. Like I said, it's like got hiking trails. It's got the ocean. It's got mountains. It's got lakes. It's got creeks. All like every
It's got
like
quiet
1 mile.
shit, like where you don't have to hear an ambulance drive by like it just happened 5 minutes ago.
You-
We're
that-
in the
I think
heart
that
of
was
PA
the only
right now.
ambulance. I think that was the only ambulance this week that is driven by. I mean,
We only have one out here.
and it was
They were just testing the siren.
they're just bored. They're well, let's move traffic off to the
Yeah.
side. The 3 cars like pull over. They're like, yeah, we did it. Work was great today.
Yeah, so so then you kind of came back here, you did the lib thing for a while, and then you finally decided like I'm going to fucking pursue my passion of wood.
Yeah, well,
And-
LibTech wouldn't give me a wood shop. Like I didn't
asked
know why.
multiple times.
I
And
did.
they were
I
like,
actually
no, you can't have a wood shop. And I was like,
no,
fuck,
and
I'm
I
gonna
was
do it myself.
I was tired of trying to find somebody to give me a wood shop to work in, so I decided to start buying my own tools. So I bought like a drill driver set and like some garage sale tools, and that's what I built your table with.
Yeah, I
My
remember
very
when you
first
started out, you had
set
like,
of, like
nothing.
crappy ass tools, but guess what? I'm still able to build a goddamn table
Dude,
for
it was
you,
an amazing table. You did it.
dude.
But now you got like the full setup and stuff.
Oh yeah, and I just bought my very first Fest tool, which is amazing.
I gotta explain that to everybody. Just me actually. What is
Oh.
that?
It's the top of the top. It's the top shelf. It's the best thing out there. All the professionals use it. I mean, it's just
What is it?
Best Tool. It's a brand of tools, and they're really
Oh, okay.
expensive.
I got you. Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
Super-
I bought a
super fancy.
vacuum
Oh
for
yeah.
$740.
Oh shit.
That's how expensive this.
that sucks.
Yeah,
Probably really.
but oh, I see what you did
Yes,
there.
it's a vacuum
I was like,
Thank
ooh, what?
you. Thank you.
Oh man.
Expect plenty of those. Not vacuum jokes, but
Right. So, how'd you get started working at LibTech?
so we'll just go back through me. Rewind here. I was born in PA. I moved to Joyce when I was like 5, and grew up out there. I was already like working full time by the time I was 15, and so
Thought you were gonna say like 6 or 7. I'm like, I believe
6
it.
or
I was
7.
like, yeah, he's
Yeah.
a hardworking guy, guys.
I was already working full time when I was 15 and going to school. So the day after I turned 16, so I got like 5 days into sophomore year, I got my GED. And I just went to working full time, grew up pretty fucking fast. And
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, I was already moved out of my house and stuff. I mean, my parents like didn't want me to move out.
So you're
and shit.
working, you're
But I
moving out.
just had moved out and shit. I just fucking grew up really fast. Was working full time. You know, it was like I kind of decided like I'm not gonna go to college. I'm not gonna.
Were you like tall, like really early, like you
Yeah.
are now?
Yeah.
Like were you just like shot up and you're
Yeah.
like,
My voice sounded like this when
Did
I
you
was
have a
15
beard?
too. Yeah. No. Well. Yeah, I had a beard at like.
you're able to like go
16
into
or
the
17.
stores and like get
Oh
beer and
yeah,
cigarettes
for
and
sure.
stuff?
I'm not gonna mention the store, but there's a store downtown that I used to go and get beer and cigarettes when I was 16. It's like I could drive and like pull up, and I went in there just trying it out, and I was like, "Can I get a pack of cigarettes?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, need beer with that?" And I was like, "Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah.
do." Oh my gosh, how did my 21-year-old mind forget that? And so I like
Every
went
day,
and I grabbed
Hundreds
like
of kids
two-
walk
two-
in with their fake IDs.
Never had a fake ID. Never knew any way to get me one. So he was like, "Yeah, here's your cigarettes. Do you need any beer?" And I was like, "Fuck yes, I do." So I went to grab like 2 cases. I put them up there, and I fucking went there and bought beer and cigarettes till I was 18. I could buy my own cigarettes, and the guy got fired.
Nice.
But he
What
was
a
the
good
coolest.
guy.
He was the coolest dude ever. I mean, I didn't
I
walk in
had
there
a
with
guy
a ton
too,
of people. It
but
was
he
just-
didn't work at the store.
Yeah.
We called him Poop and Stink.
Oh, was
is-
it the one local hobo who was around here that used to hang out by the liquor
He
store?
wasn't a hobo. He had a house actually right across the street from over here.
Oh yeah.
And he kind of stank.
See,
but- and he was
I
an
knew
older
I knew
dude.
the guy on the west side.
And he had a cane, I remember. And the rules were that you would give him money, and you'd have to pick him up. He would buy some stuff for just crack it.
Just crack it. Don't quiet it up over there.
Yeah, I was just trying to like we have mics going. It's fine. But yeah, the rules were like he had to sit shotgun, and,
Of course.
and he was gonna buy himself like 240s.
Yeah.
So we'd pick him up and like take him over to a place called like what was it round the clock or something. Remember that store?
Oh yes. Around
it's
the
not
clock.
there anymore. It's
No, it's not
leveled.
there anymore.
But I remember
I gotta
getting
grab my beer.
do it. I'll just keep talking. And So, and the thing was, he was a war vet, and he was a paratrooper. He got his nuts shot off in the war. I'm not sure which war, but that was the thing that we all knew about him.
Or did
And,
he say he shot his nut in the war?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Just wanna make sure.
While
He
he was
wasn't
like
just fully
parachuting
aroused.
down, like his fucking nuts got blown away by some fucking flak or something. I don't
Don't you
know.
just want to like cut the parachute at that point? And just
Like,
give up?
it's not worth it. No.
No,
But,
we had a guy on the west side that he all just hung out right behind the liquor store, and you just gave him $10 extra, and he'd get his schnapps, and he'd buy you whatever the fuck you wanted.
Schnapps.
Yeah,
What's schnapps again?
schnapps is horrible, is what it is.
What is it?
I don't. It's just like
Is it a
some
beer?
fucking- yeah, no, it's like a liquor.
Liquor.
It's like a malt liquor
Liqueur.
liqueur.
Oh,
It's a sweet liquor.
Oh my god.
oh,
it's
like
so
a
good.
mixer.
Yeah, generally, I mean, you wouldn't want to
It's
drink
got
it straight.
alcohol.
I mean,
in
some
it.
people do, but it's not.
It's like in cocktails or something.
Generally, fruit flavors, holiday stuff, like.
It's fucking horrible, anyways.
Oh jeez. Sorry, I had
But,
to, I had to figure that out. I was latched onto that for a second. I was like, schnapps.
No, I'm gonna buy you some fucking schnapps. I'm
Pe-
gonna buy
peach
you,
schnapps, I think, are the most.
Yes.
common.
Oh, right, okay,
yeah.
yeah.
buy you some apple schnapps.
I've heard about it. I actually just didn't know what it was. I'm just a beer drinker.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was, like 15, 16. I was working full time. I worked in Joyce for a while. I was a cook for a while, for years actually, like a restaurant manager and stuff. Like at a really young age, like in my teens, and did that for a while, and then fucking last cooking job I had was at Domino's, and I have some fucking crazy stories about working as the manager at Domino's.
I've heard of you.
Oh my god, yeah.
Sounds like
I'd close down, and then I would bring like the 10 pizzas that like people didn't come and pick up, or nobody showed up at the house, and I got like 10 warm pizzas, and it's like I'd get off at 1, and then I'd go to the party wherever somebody's having a party,
nice.
and I would walk in with 10 pizzas,
God, you'd
and
be
I would
my
just,
best friend
dude,
if I saw
would
you
just,
walk in with.
I would walk
Like,
in with
this
10
guy is
pizzas,
amazing.
and I would just drop them on the table, and I'd step away and be like, "Bam!" And
Sup?
everyone would just be like, "What the fuck is happening?"
It's like worship
Oh my
me.
god!
Worship
Everybody's
me.
fucking wasted. Yeah, worship me. I'm the pizza god.
Oh man, and everybody would probably just like swarm in. 'Cause,
Oh yeah.
back in the day we would just like drink and we couldn't like cook because we're kids and.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. You just drink and drink and drink, and
And
then somebody. And I also have some like, and I'll tell those stories later, but like stories like going to Jack in the Box and shit. When like I would show up and like I've been working until 1, so I'm sober, and I just like show up and be like, "All right, who wants fucking Jack in the Box?" And people would be like, "What?" Like,
Dude, I
I'm
bought
gonna go
weed from
and-
a Jack in the Box once, maybe twice, a couple times.
And I'd roll down to the Jack in the Box, and I would buy literally like $200 worth of food. And you don't know this, but after you order a certain amount, they come out with these like garbage bags that say Jack in the Box on them with everything in
Big
it. I'd have to
bags.
sit there. It'd be like a $200 order. Like
$200?
seriously, I'd be like, I'm gonna need
How much?
75 double tacos.
What?
I'm gonna need 35 junior bacon
are you
cheeseburgers.
kidding me?
I need 62 fucking curly fries. I need fucking this shit. And yeah, and I'd come
And
back.
then?
And I'd come away.
And then?
No, and then.
No, I did. And I'd come back to the party, and like I would literally just take the bags on the dining room table and just pour them out. And it was like a free for all. I mean, everybody give me the money and be like, "Okay, man, this is what I want. I want this and this and this." And then it was just kind of like you just had to go through this giant
Find it. It's in
giant
there
pile
somewhere.
of food that's in there. And
Oh my
then
god.
and some people would be like, they give me like $20. Like, I want 2 tacos and a junior bacon cheeseburger. Here's $20. And it's like, no, dude, it's gonna be like $5. And
That
they're
was
like,
my
you're
go-to
going
order.
to get it, so here's $20 fucking dollars.
That was like so when I went to live with my cousin, that's what we would do. We'd go to Jack in the Box, we'd get a double bacon or a junior bacon cheeseburger and 2 tacos, or at least I would, and
Only 2.
we would smoke weed in his car and eat them. And then oddly enough, that's where like all the other like high schoolers went to like meet up. So it was like kind of like what Rite Aid used to be here, or I don't know what other spots. I don't know where the kids meet up these days.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't see them out.
We all met up out in Joyce, so Joyce boys.
So
So
how'd you
anyways,
get-
I was working at Domino's, and then from Domino's I ended up going and working. Excuse me. Down Cali for a little while, and then when I came back, I ended up kind of getting my shit together more. Just kind of like, okay, well, I'm coming back here to PA, and now I like get my shit together and figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do. So I worked for CPS for a few years.
Such a good guy.
Yeah, I worked with CPS for a few years. I worked with juveniles that would just who were violent offenders who were getting out
So
early.
you got to be
And-
a big brother.
Yeah, a big brother to guys who had done something like with a deadly weapon.
Like
so
violent. Oh, okay.
violent offenders. So basically, they get out, and the judge would have them come hang out with me for 5 days a week.
It's like, listen,
And they'd
I
fucking
got
love it.
something for
Yeah.
you. I know
You're
you,
gonna-
went- you
I'm
went
gonna
and
let you out
stabbed your-
early, but you stabbed this guy. I'm gonna let you out early because
But you got to go hang
it's your
out
first
with this
offense,
guy.
but you got to hang out with this fucker all the time. And basically, I'd just fucking take him and hang out. We'd go to fucking Lincoln Park and we'd fish for hours.
Was it decent money?
Huh? Yeah, no, it was all right. No, it wasn't really that good. No.
Yeah.
I mean, we were paid decent money, but this whole time I was
You were
doing that.
paid in
I was working for a
experiences.
nonprofit.
Yeah.
So it was like the state was paying the company this much money, but I was getting paid this much. And,
Right.
and all everything trickled down to the other shit. But I go and take them like out to Lincoln Park, and we'd fish for 3 hours. And it's like, dude, you don't fucking know this, but you're never gonna catch a fish. We're just here to bullshit and talk.
Right.
Just like
You just have a bear hook, and you're like,
Yeah.
just like throw it out like
dude,
this.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and we would
and
like,
you reel it in.
and they'd never get pissed. They didn't catch anything because they just like start talking and shit. And basically, it was just like the judge was like, "Hey, I'm gonna just so I'm just gonna have you like hang out with this guy, and he's gonna kind of teach you how to be a good dude or whatever." And then I went from that. Worked with people with developmental disabilities for a while. And then I got to a point where I was working there I was working like 70 or 80 hours a week, but they were only able to pay me for 40 hours.
70 to 80 hours a week? Are you crazy?
Yeah, it was like 7 days a week. It was fucking crazy, dude. And I
like
got to the
some
point where
sort
I
of-
was like, okay, I can't do this anymore, so I'm gonna, as much as I didn't want to, I'm gonna step away. And my buddy Jeremy had just started. He got a job at LibTech, and I was like, dude, if you can get a fucking job there, I'm gonna fucking get a job there. So I took a huge pay cut and went and fucking did that.
Oh,
And then
Jeremy.
I worked at Lib for 4 or 5 years or something, and I went into
Yeah.
property management for like 5 years, and now I work for a small water system out in Joyce, and I fucking love it. I just love being out there and just seeing everybody.
You get to be
working out.
outdoors too, right?
Huh?
You get to be outdoors, right?
Yeah, fucking 5 days a week in the rain, but I fucking love the rain.
Rain or shine, yeah.
Rain or shine, I fucking love it, dude. It's
You
always
must love the
fucking
rain
muddy.
if you live in Joyce.
Digging holes and playing in the mud.
Dude, do you get to run any heavy machinery yet?
I can drive the mini excavator and shit, but I can't when you're digging along water pipes, that's intricate shit. You need to get within a couple
Yeah.
inches. If I fuck up, I'm breaking a fucking main. It's a big fucking thing. It's
Yeah, by
it's
the way-
dangerous shit. It's a lot of
by the
PSI.
way-
and
Jake finds a lot of stuff funny, but he doesn't find it funny when you tell him a water main broke.
yeah. So Jake fucking texted me the other day and was like, 'cause he's working out in Joyce right now, and he's like, dude, I fucking already made the call into them, but like, dude, this fucking water main is broke. Like, you need to. And I just told him that I just got to the bar, and I was like, yeah, I just at the bar. If you want to hang out afterwards, I'm just sitting down having a drink. And then I'm like talking to some other people, and then like I get this thing from him, and I'm like, fuck, are you joking? And then he doesn't fucking text me back. And I'm like, shit. And I literally like fucking like close up like my first drink too. I just fucking
Dude.
close up my tab and shit. I'm just like
I was-
texting him over and over like,
I
are you
was
fucking with
I
me?
was
Are you
trying
fucking
to
with me? Are you
invite
fucking
you
with me?
over.
Yeah, and I didn't realize you were already
okay.
home.
I did text
were
you
just
back,
being a dick.
but you maybe it took like 2-3 minutes, but like you're like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? Like
yeah, I was like ready to jump in the
I
fucking
s-
car.
I
and
said,
head back.
I remember I said, water main break at my house. I was trying to invite you over.
No, you said at the house, which I thought meant.
No, I said my house.
I said, yeah, well, I
Let's
thought
bring
you
it up
meant
on the-
like, I'm going to pull it up here on the
No,
podcast.
but I get it,
this
I get it.
text is, you can read. now.
Yeah, you thought that the house that I was working
I
at, which
thought
is
you
out
meant
there.
Out there, down by Salt Creek. And
I apologize.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm sorry.
It's whatever. I'm never going to ever let that go.
But yeah, Jeremy. So you knew Jeremy. I knew Jeremy because I went to daycare with him when I was like 6 or 7 or something.
Oh, so you knew him a little bit longer. I knew Jeremy from
Alan,
Grange
we
Camp.
kind of made fun of him. I really feel bad about it back in the day. Like, you know,
I'm sure
I
a lot
was-
of people made fun of you too. So,
Oh yeah,
do
plenty.
you think they really feel bad about it?
Probably not, because they're horrible people.
Yeah. So, yeah, and that's what I'm currently doing, and I wanted to fucking do this podcast. I've been wanting to do it, and like I have the free time to fucking do it now,
Yeah, and it's-
and it's
fun.
just I was like
So-
I need a fucking hobby, and just fucking just talking and bullshit. And I mean, this sounds like fucking fun.
Yeah.
So you kind of brought it up to me, and I was like, fuck yes, I want to do it.
yeah.
You guys already have the whole professional shit and everything set up. Yeah, I'll fucking come in and talk.
Yeah, it didn't happen right away. I've been trying to build it for a while, but I definitely am so happy that we have this space, and so we're gonna try to do this podcast every other week, and we're aiming for an hour long. I feel like that feels
Yeah,
right.
I think an hour
right
is
now.
just right. And we'll start out with a couple things like this, and then like eventually, like we were saying, we'd like to kind of talk about some of the spots in the areas around here where it's like, hey, let's do a fucking podcast on Lake Crescent and some of the fucking fun, crazy stories we've had there, some of the fucking awesome shit to do there and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we'll just start building these up, and then eventually, I'd really like to do at some point. It's probably going to be a long ways down the road, but start bringing in
Dream
Yeah.
big.
start bringing in guests.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about
You gotta
this.
bring in
this
Phil,
cra-
your best friend, not me.
Oh,
I'm
sorry. Well, me and Phil have only been friends for 27 years, so
not- God. So mad. I'm so jealous.
sorry, Phil wins.
I know. Phil, good job today, man. And
Props to you, Phil, for dealing with me for 27 years. But I would like to start every once in a while bringing in guests in. We're gonna talk about this party house or whatever. Like I have this idea with like Phil. Me and the first place I lived at was this house in Gales Edition. And the address is 2407.
good old Gales.
It
World
this
famous for a
okay,
dude in a bulldozer taking
Yes,
out,
yeah.
what was it, a
Mhm.
neighbor's house or
yeah.
something
So
like
I was
that?
I was a couple blocks down from that, but
Not to be
probably-
confused with Killdozer, which is another dude.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
also
yeah.
So,
amazing.
so when you
Yes,
talk about
yeah.
famous bulldozer stories, like
Yeah.
ours is crazy, but Killdozer was bad news.
Killdozer.
No, he was.
Yeah.
We
much
were the
better.
like lighthearted crazy person bulldozer.
Yeah.
story.
yeah. But
Yeah.
big for our small town.
So I'd like to bring him in, like just do like. We had this house, the 2407 house, and everybody called it the 24/7 house because me and him worked
2407 was the
address, and
Okay.
everybody called it the 24/7 house because there was a party going on there 24/7. Me and Phil worked different opposite shifts and had like a bunch of different friends and shit. So it was like constantly there was a fucking party going on there 24/7. And it was like the parties would like mesh and like go back and forth. It was like one would start early,
Carry
one would
on.
start super late, and then would go until whenever, and or start at this time. So It's like I'd like to bring in guests that could talk about like, hey, we're going to talk about this, and just bring somebody in to actually like have some insight and tell some fucking crazy stories of like shit that's happened with us. And I'm sure that you got people that you'd probably like to bring in.
Oh yeah, especially some of the people that we both know, and that's really what it'd be is just I just want to have a good time with some of the friends that I just don't get to hang out with every so
As much
often
as you
anymore,
want, yeah.
and this is a
Fucking-
good excuse to get someone in and just talk about some good memories and
Yeah, and just put it down vinyl. Is that what we're doing? Are we recording this on vinyl, Will?
pressing it on vinyl.
I mean, you can press anything to vinyl these days. It would be possible. One of the podcasts I listened to released a vinyl special edition like episode. So
I think
well,
we'll
it's
ju-
not
I'll ju-
this episode.
Okay,
I'll tell you
it's
that
not-
much.
no, this one's not vinyl worthy. Oh, come on.
No.
Maybe at some point.
All right.
So I think it's we're coming up on 45 minutes. I think we're gonna take a little quick break.
all right. Yeah.
Does that
I
sound
can take
good?
a break. Yeah.
All right. So we'll be right back about right now.
Hey, we're back.
You guys didn't even know that we left. But
Ah, job. Well, all right. So I mean, it got kind of like deep there, and also we like had some laugh sessions.
oh yeah.
We
Oh,
were,
shit.
we were talking about a little bit of overflow.
Oh my god.
Overflow.
Ooh,
Oh,
sorry.
nice. Oh, you love it.
That is perfect for recording. Yeah. So went out and took a little break and got talking about comedians. So
Guess what comedian we
yeah, we were talking
Brought
about
up.
Bo Burnham. We both
Bo.
fucking love Bo Burnham. So I just wanted to ask
love.
you, like,
Bo.
we're both we love fucking comedy. I mean, like I always
Big
my
fans.
saying is life is always easier when you're laughing. So
Oh shit.
my whole
I
motto
heard
in
that
life is just, I mean, that's why I've always been the class clown. I have a taco tattooed on one side of my leg and a nacho because I don't want to talk about it because it's nacho business. I have those tattooed on my shins
Love it.
because I love comedy. It's brought
I
me
love
to
those
where
characters.
I'm at now.
I wish we could like animate those characters now. Like if you're an animator and you
Yeah.
just want to do something, we'll send you pictures of his tattoos, and they're like cartoons. They look so great.
Yeah.
The nacho.
Yeah, with
he has
he's
a
holding the
briefcase.
briefcase.
Oh, he's so
And there's,
business.
like,
He's so
cheese
business.
melting down his head.
Yeah,
and,
yeah. It's so
nacho business.
Oh,
I love comedy, and I love making people laugh. I love making puns all the time. I live my life in a constant state of puns.
Oh, nice.
So that's just, and you're kind of the same way. You're a
Yeah, but
fucking
I'm not
funny dude.
so punny. Maybe I am, but I feel like I'm not.
Well, that's the thing is you equal me out when we're hanging out together.
right. Oh,
And,
Esham, he's definitely punny. He's puns every second,
Puns galore.
every sentence.
So I was gonna ask you, like, who are your comedic influences? Like what made you the funny dude you are now? Because like everybody I talk to, Jake's fucking funny, cool dude. Like,
First I've heard it.
well, no,
I'm-
we don't tell it to your face because we're it could be
Self-deprecating
Yeah.
humor. But well, some of my favorite comedians. Believe it or not, like when I first like heard some stand up, it was Dane Cook, and his album Retaliation.
I love
was
Dane Cook.
so fucking funny.
Lots of people hate. It's like
I
it's
mean,
a 50-50 thing. Yep.
You ever love him or hate him?
Will's raising his hand
Yeah.
there. Yep. Yeah. It's usually
The only reason
it's about a 50%.
is because he only has one joke, and that joke is, "Hi, I'm Dane Cook, and I'm a snake. I just slither around, just slither. That's what I do. I'm a
dude.
snake.
Yeah,
Like that's
Yeah.
my only
Yeah.
criticism.
Yeah.
well,
But I always
and his
kinda
comedy
liked
special his Comedy Central special was like fuck yeah, I love this. I love comedy. Like it just made
Yeah.
me laugh so hard. And now that I've like watched a whole lot of people, like Mike Birbiglia is a big one for me. Bill Burr, of course.
I love Bill Burr.
So good. So many good acting gigs recently too.
Yeah.
David Spade. I saw him live at the Comedy Store, and it was so fucking funny. he is such a good comedian. Like he blew me away. Bobby Lee is good. He's just so fun to watch. You just don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when you're at a comedy show, it's like you're being hypnotized. Like
Oh,
they're
yeah.
controlling you,
Yeah.
but it's the funnest ride that. I mean, you're not thinking about anything else, and
You're just focused on the shit. And that's kind of
Yeah.
what we're shooting for with this podcast.
the show is
Just
is
relax. Don't fucking think about anything else. Listen to our stupid, funny shit. So, I would
Jake's
say...
luxurious voice.
Oh.
Good one.
Well, I've had it for a while. I think I'm going to keep it, so...
It's like since 13. You're like, hey,
Yeah, it was like 13 or 14.
hey.
I will confirm that, and it was kind of comical.
Yeah, it was.
Little kid running around.
are you gonna play Ninja Turtles?
I believe you wore exclusively basketball shorts.
Probably.
If I remember correctly, you had a spiky hairdo for
Oh,
a while
yeah.
there, the buzz,
Mm-hmm.
and yet still sounded
Just
like
walk up and be
like a 40-year-old man.
Hey, baby. Can I get the kickball? Thank you.
Slow and bouncing about the middle of my shin is the way I like my kickball pitched to me. By the way,
Good to know. Next time we go out and do
next
that.
time we go,
Yeah.
Go
'cause,
kick the ball?
It's like at least twice a week, so...
dude, why isn't there a kickball league? Is there one?
No, but pickleball is a thing.
Oh yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
Pickleball.
We had
no.
a pickleball court growing up. I'm the richest man in the room.
No, they just converted one of the local parks to pickleball.
Yeah.
And in 2020, the one U.S. supplier of pickleball equipment was basically like out of stock nonstop. So it's for anyone who liked PE
was
growing
really
up, it's coming back.
P-ball.
Man.
So, yeah, I'd say, like, my comedic influences were... Like, I started out listening to stand-up comedy when I was, like, 8 or 9 years old. My parent... Well, no, I was fucking younger than that. I was, like, 5 or 6. My parents ran a VHS rental store in the very early...
Is that a plane?
Late 80s, very early 90s.
Or is
I
that a
don't know.
motorcycle?
Is it a plane flying over? And so I got to listen to, like... I could take... Yeah, that's...
It's a squadron.
I don't know what the fuck that is. Anyways.
I wonder if it is actually picking up these noises. These mics shouldn't be picking up those.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It sounds like there's a
The
plane
sirens, yes. The
circling.
cars, probably not.
Okay. Anyways,
Well,
those weren't cars.
It
they were
sounded
planes.
like a fucking plane.
So I used to be able to like take home these like old stand-ups of just like all the old classic, you know, people from like Saturday Night Live and shit like that. And like I grew up watching that and stuff all the time. And then like when I got older, I really got into like comedy music and shit. Stephen Lynch is a huge fucking influence for me. Like I love
Yeah.
his shit. It's
Deadpan
just,
one-liners.
oh yeah.
No,
Well,
that's somebody else.
no,
Oh,
no,
wait.
no. Stephen Lynch. He's the one who like sings the songs.
D&D was a big one. Fighting with the legends of yore.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Beelzebub.
okay, yeah, yeah.
My
Sorry,
name is
sorry.
Satan. Woohoo!
And
Stephen Wright is who
Yes,
I was.
no,
Stephen
yeah,
Wright is
Stephen-
the one-liner.
Stephen Wright, I love.
Bro, yep.
Okay, that's
Okay.
he was next on the list. Yeah, he's like
No, was he?
he's huge for me. But like Stephen Lynch, I just love his shit because it's like he makes these songs, he produces them so well they could be like hit songs.
Oh yeah, and
but
he's a
they're
good
but
singer.
they're not because of the lyrics that he puts in them. You know, about like he can make a super fucking amazing romantic song, but it's about it's-
syphilis.
Well, yeah, and he has this one that's so great.
I
It's
like Craig Christ.
It's yeah,
That's
yeah.
a good one.
He
Yeah.
has this one so great, and it's like so romantic and shit, but it's about whiskey dick. And it's like if you don't listen to the lyrics, oh my god, it could be a fucking one-hit wonder.
Just a ballad.
But yeah, and I love that because that's kind of the kind of comedy that I like to do and bring into the world is just like I, you know, could do this, but I'm gonna step over here and do this because this is gonna be fucking so much better and funner for me to do this and just like fuck with people. You know, I love to fuck with people and just make them just think for a second like, holy shit, wait a minute, and then it's like, no, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
you know.
the singer songwriter comedians that could be famous if they didn't do comedy are like him and Tim Minchin,
Yeah.
Tim
And-
Minchin is so funny.
right? And but he finally
with
went
an
off.
orchestra.
I know.
That was.
But he finally
amazing.
decided to do serious music as a career for the first time ever. He's actually putting out albums and things, and it's really really good.
I
And
bet it is.
and obviously he wrote the music for the Matilda musical.
Kind of waiting for the joke, and it never comes.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, Tim.
Oh, Tim. No, damn it, Tim.
Not one?
Not one. Come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I just one of my good shows that I went to. I've only actually been to one comedy show. Went to the Moore Theater in Seattle, and I saw Dave Attell.
Good.
I was gonna tell you.
good.
I was gonna
It was
tell
the
you about.
Insomniac tour.
Gotta
Yes,
see David Tell live,
Insomniac
especially
was
on
such-
Insomniac. Yep.
It
Was one of my favorite
so
shows growing
amazing, and like there was, I think it was
up on
like
Comedy
I think-
Central.
I'm gonna say it right now, David Tell
I think-
is to stand up what what's his name? The chef guy and the brain fart and the
Yeah,
Anthony
that-
Bourdain thing.
Anthony
Okay.
Bourdain. Yeah.
So Attell is to comedy what Bourdain was to food.
Yeah,
If
so-
you listen to the way he speaks.
I've always loved Dave's shit, and then like
So
I loved the Insomniac show, and then he did the Insomniac tour, and I think Doug Stanhope
I can't
opened up for him.
You saw
Doug's my
Doug
favorite.
too?
Doug is my favorite.
I'm pretty sure I can't remember. There was like two big
I want
guys.
to. I want to go to
But
Bisbee,
this was-
Arizona, just to
yeah.
hang out with
Yeah.
Doug.
This was fucking. This was 20 fucking years ago almost.
Oh wow.
This was a long fucking time.
Wow,
Well,
Doug in those
Insomniac
days.
Insomniac's been off the air for 10
Man,
years
I
at
went and
least.
saw.
At least.
I
No,
saw
no, no,
Doug
yeah.
Stanhope
15?
Yeah.
in Seattle a few years back.
Yeah.
It
so
was good.
I'm
was good.
35. So yeah, this was like
I was like deep into his podcast too. I was like such a huge fan.
yeah.
I still am. But
Yeah.
I also
So,
listen to
like,
the podcast, but it's a
yeah.
hard listen because the Doug Stanhope is not a character. He really is that depressed and that fucked up all the time.
yeah.
And so, like, when you think, oh, maybe him off stage will be a little more lighthearted, and you're like, nope.
Super dark
well,
humor.
and
Love it.
somebody was
Love it.
heckling him the whole time. And
Aw.
I'm not 100% sure it was him, but I'm
I
pretty damn
hate
sure it was. I
hecklers.
guess I'd have to like Google that shit. I'm not doing it right now during the podcast. But whoever, yeah, somebody famous, and I'm pretty sure it was him. But
So
somebody was
disrespectful.
heckling him over and over and over, and they were just fucking such assholes. And he's like, you know what we're gonna do? Right before Dave comes out, because the guy kept on going like, bring out Dave, bring out Dave. He's like, you know what we're gonna fucking do? I'm gonna say, everybody, welcome tonight, Dave. And then security is gonna drag your ass out of here, and then I'm gonna go Attell. And like the guy kind of calmed down, but was still a dick the whole time. And he finished his set, and then they waited like 15 minutes, and Dave was coming out, and he comes out and he goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Dave," and like points at the guy, and security had already surrounded him. They drug that fucker out. And
Hey,
once
yes.
the doors, the crowd
Dramatic
went
justice.
crazy because the crowd was so pissed about this guy. As soon as the like swinging doors closed and he was
Dude.
drug out of there, they go, Attell. Dave comes out and he's like, "Fuck that guy."
Dude, that
It was-
it
it
sucks
was-
because it's
yeah.
disrupting the show. Is like so disrespectful,
Yeah.
and a lot of people think they're like, oh, it's like
I'm funnier.
No,
That's what
we're-
they think. They
it's
think I'm
it's
funnier.
It's meant to be participatory,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's really not. It's a monologue, and that a lot of people don't get that.
I think
well,
the
and
other
then this
thing-
guy was just being a dick, and he was drunk as fuck. He just wanted to see Dave Attell, and he didn't want to wait for two openers.
The other thing
which
people
those
don't
guys were
understand,
fucking hilarious.
right? The other thing people don't understand is
That's
that
what I
is
paid
that
for, too.
A touring comedian picks their openers.
Yeah.
It isn't something that just sort of happens. Like they say, "Hey, you want to go on tour with me? I want you to open for
Oh,
me."
yeah.
Which means that the openers are people that comedian likes, and if you shit on them, they're not gonna stand for
Yeah,
it.
they're all fucking riding together. So, anyways, like Dave comes out. He has a fucking really great set. But like, I bought these tickets. It was me and my ex, my high school sweetheart, and my parents. I bought. Shut up. I bought tickets for us and my parents to go to the show, and they did not listen to David Attell or anything. They had no fucking idea. And we bring them there, and shit's kind of offensive.
Oh yeah,
They did not really. I don't think they were ready for like. I mean, the opener. I mean, it was a fucking great line, but he was like, "Hey, I'm here in Seattle. I know you guys. It fucking gets depressing out here. You guys like to drink a lot. You got good beer. You drink a lot of fucking beer. But if you're gonna drive home, get home safe, and take a line of Coke before you get in the car.
Oh,
And
Dave.
but yeah, I just remember Dave did this joke, and he was like, "So, ladies, is it like about the length or the girth? You know, you get a couple woots and woots, and then this chick like 2 seats behind us, and we're in the balcony seats. We had really nice seats, but we're like in the balcony seats. She just goes, girth." And Dave just like starts laughing, and he like stops for a minute, and he goes, "Did y'all hear that? That's the call of the girth whale."
Oh, jeez.
She was laughing louder than anybody in the whole fucking place. Oh my god! But yeah, it was awesome. I'd love to go
Size
more.
queens, man. Size
Yeah.
queens.
Yeah, so that's kind of me and Jake's take on comedy. We're both really
I'm into it.
we
Come
like
on,
funny
man.
shit, man.
I
Life's
could
easier
just,
when
I
you're
could just
laughing.
sit here and talk about comedy. Have you ever thought about trying stand up?
Yeah, no, yeah, I always
I almost had a stand up party.
I always wanted
Did I invite
to.
you to that?
I don't think so, but
It never
I always
happened.
wanted to like do stand up, but then I like realized there's no fucking way I can make any money of that shit. So I never really pursued
Well, out
it.
here, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to move somewhere else, and yeah.
Was
But I had some shit written
But,
down, but it was a fucking long time ago.
The casino had Wednesday night open mics, or they not Wednesday night open mics, but
I got open mic
they'd
right
have
here.
they would have well, there was an audience.
They did comedy open mic specifically at one point.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they would always have a headliner, and they would just and maybe they would have an opener, and then there'd be like somebody that would be like, I want to try and get up. Can I do like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And,
Let me hear your tight five.
Yeah. I don't have it. It's not, my dog ate it. But yeah, here at the casino, I thought about that, but I invited you to that party, but guess what it turned into?
An orgy.
I was gonna say orgy too. So
Oh, you guys!
we were both on orgy.
You're living
Did.
in the future.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't an
Wait,
orgy.
what party are you throwing in
Yeah.
the future that
Okay.
turns
No.
into an orgy?
Oh, jeez.
Sign me up.
But you were there. You
Yeah,
posted
so-
a picture of that party on our Instagram at Small Town Jakes. Instagram and Facebook. You can find
Small
us.
Town Jakes _podcast on Instagram,
Oh, okay.
or
That-
Small Town Jakes on Facebook.
Yeah, you'll find it if you just type Small Town Jakes. You'll find it.
Yeah,
But anyways.
that's the only thing. By the way,
you know what party I'm talking about, right?
the
The van party, the van
van party.
couch party.
yes.
Originally, I was gonna build a little stage, and we were gonna do some like roast jokes, and we were gonna do some just like stand up.
See,
Ian was
think
even
I
gonna
was,
do
yeah,
something
I
like
think
that.
I was down for that, and it was just like we didn't
We didn't. It
didn't
just
throw it together.
it didn't come together.
Yeah, so we just got.
No, we held a concert in my living room.
Mm-hmm.
We had the PA, and I lived on a highway, so.
Front Street, Port Angeles,
Dude, yeah, that was
right
a
next
good party.
to the old Aggies Motel.
I had
if
that was
you are local.
I was just like waving at people on the highway that were coming.
Yeah, I
was
just
sitting
remember,
on a
I,
couch
like-
on top of my camper van.
So all right, I'll tell the couch story. So we had
Okay.
we had the couch. Jake's van was parked right out, like basically like in the grass right by Front Street. There was a couch that we had brought out there for everybody to sit on, and Jake, I think, did you like go inside for a second or something, and then it was like 4 guys grabbed the couch, and they decided we're gonna put it on top of Jake's van, which Jake had one of those big fucking
Okay,
giant, like
this
live-in
couch, this
van.
couch was in the alley. Somebody threw it out.
That's
where that came
that's
from.
where it came from. That's right. Yes.
It was in the alley.
And we're like, we're gonna use it
And you know
as
what?
an outside.
I was
couch
in
for
a
the
good
party.
mood.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, let's put it on the top of my
Yeah.
van.
Who cares about bed bugs? Yeah, and then they They started putting it on there, and you were like screaming at him, "Wait, no, stop!" Because you had one of those.
No, I wasn't.
You had like I remember at
You
one.
changed that in your memory.
I remember at one point, me and you were both like standing back, watching them doing it, going, "Wait, no, stop!" Because it was about to break the top window thing.
Okay, yeah. That,
And we're like, "Oh shit!"
the
And
vent
then they
cover.
broke
It was
the vent cover.
Yeah, the vent like that
For
you would
the-
like
for the upper
unscrew and
window.
it would like open up.
Yeah.
That thing crunched
it fucking,
so
it just
easily,
crushed,
it shattered,
just shattered.
and it was loud.
And
it was
and we're like, oh fucking, you were just like, it was like your party, and you were just like, kind of like, fucking, like, god damn it. And I was like, you know what? It's already happened. How about we just fucking get up there? Me and you just fucking go sit up there. I mean, they fucked all this shit up.
they're gonna
We
bring
just-
us beers.
Yes, exactly. Let's just fucking go sit up there and have some fucking beers. Shit's already broken. It's your fucking party. Let's just have fun. It's not gonna rain tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, no,
But it
I
doesn't
really
matter because
wasn't
there's a
too worried
couch
about
on
it.
top of it. But you had one of those little ladders
Yeah,
on the back
a
of
little ladder that you could
on,
get all the way
on
up
the back
to
of
the
the
top.
van. So we
There's
just
a
climb right up
there's
there.
a fiberglass bubble top.
Yeah.
Um,
And yeah, we sat up there and we just drank beer and we waved at all. It was like a. There was a lot of traffic for some reason. It was like
and we're just waving at everybody.
there
People
just
were
so
honking
many
and
people,
waving.
people were waving and honking and taking pictures and shit. It
And
was,
then
yeah.
the representative of my landlord
Yes,
showed up.
stopped by and was like,
Wait, what?
didn't
Pulled up
what-
with his Mercedes.
What is a representative of your landlord?
Somebody who was hired to take care of the property.
So like your
property
landlord was
management.
like remote, so they had somebody on site, kind of thing.
Right.
No,
Okay.
he was the landlord. He stopped by and he was like, "What did he say? Like we're
He's
we're
like-
doing this.
I was,
We're sitting
we're
up there
just like,
fucking drinking
"It's
beers."
fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
And he goes, cut the grass.
And he laughed and walked away.
He drove away. He didn't.
He walked back to his car and then drove away.
I don't think he got out. He just pulled over. He just
Maybe-
started
yeah,
laughing.
maybe he
he
just
was
pulled-
just
yeah.
laughing in his car. He was
Yeah.
like, "What?"
You,
the-"
you fuckers, just cut the grass. But yeah, it was just one of those things where like, fuck it, dude, let's just fucking do
Is
it.
that the same party that we had 2 sets of drum sets
Mm-hmm.
in the living room? So we had a drum duo. We had think Webb. Jason brought his stack and he played guitar, or was that someone else? I don't remember, but there was somebody
can't
playing
remember at
guitar
that
there.
point.
But yeah, that
Yeah.
was a fun party.
Yeah, and we had some good times over there
Yeah, that was
in that tiny little shit house,
yeah.
the crazy
yeah.
fucking alley.
Yeah. I started, that was like my first
That's
little area where I started building stuff just in the backyard. I built the redneck bleachers.
Uh huh.
Yeah, which is pallet benches. And then like I made one that was extra tall. If you're on Instagram, search hashtag redneck bleachers and you'll find a picture of my truck. There's not that many pictures of it, so you'll find it quick. But it's a picture of my truck with these pallet benches in the back, and there's a really tall bench that's like
I remember when you made those. They're fucking cool.
So it's 3 levels of
Yeah.
pallet benches once you unload it all and set it up, and I made that for the sprint boat races. But everybody was busy and nobody went, so I didn't go.
Yeah, I remember because you like made all that shit. And I did.
But things still work. They're still at my brother-in-law's around the fire pit.
Yeah, so that's just kind of the gist of me and Jake. We got some shit to talk about.
Hey, Will, what are we at for time on this? Not that we want to leave.
We
just
are right on an hour.
We are right on an hour.
Just right on.
Okay,
Alright,
cut it off
so
right
I
now.
guess
Right now. Boom. We're done. All right,
Stop.
have a good night, guys. No, so that's kind of the gist of the podcast. Is we're gonna be just talking about some of our shit. Just some fucking stories we got, and we're gonna obviously this is the first one. We're just
Yeah.
throwing it out here. This is not try number 2, 3, 4, 5. This is try number 1. We just
Try
sat
number
down,
1.
sat down, and did it. I think we're pretty good.
I think it went okay.
Okay. Mediocre.
But really,
Will's shaking his head. No, I'm
yeah.
just kidding.
Well,
he's
no,
not. He's not.
at the
Yeah.
very least, I hope whoever listened had a beer with us.
Yes, exactly.
So,
And if you don't drink, then hopefully you had a bowl. And if you don't smoke weed, well, hopefully
you had tea.
yes, exactly. Well, and if you don't drink tea,
Because caffeine,
No.
like some people aren't into caffeine, so
yeah, okay.
Just don't get
so
caffeine
if
from
you don't
every
drink
tea.
non-caffeinated okay.
Where are we
how about
even
we
going
just say?
with
How
this?
about we
If
just
you-
say? We just hope you had a good time.
if you had a laugh,
hope you enjoyed.
If you had a laugh,
If you had a laugh,
there you go.
Yes.
you know, and even if you didn't laugh, maybe if you exhaled out of your nose,
Bo Burnham
it's a Bo Burnham
reference.
reference.
Yeah. Well, it's
So,
it's been real.
It's been good and
It's-
great, and cheers to the first podcast.
Hey,
to
cheers, buddy.
many more.
Yes, to many more.
All right.
Cheers.
Well,
Thank you.
All right.
And we're at the Workshop Studios and signing out. This is Jake Wilson
And this is Jake Carruthers, and you
and
guys
our
have a good
producer
night.
there.
Oh, Will, I'm over here on the microphone yet.
I guess
Me?
we should have announced it. Will Curry.
Oh, thank you guys. Thank you
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Much
Yes,
appreciated.
So,
He's
it's,
the one, the master behind the microphones. We wouldn't know what to do
oh
if it
no,
weren't for him.
this is-
I
we
also
really
don't know
appreciate
what I'm
Will.
doing, so it's all
Will
good.
got us to where we're at right here, so you fuckers can listen to us. So,
All right.
all right, signing off for the night.
Good night.
From Jake
Have a good one.
and
Jake.
all right,
Small Town Jakes.
Small Town Jake.
Is that what you're trying to
I don't
get
know.
me to say?
Yes. Okay. How about
Close it out.
okay.
like what do you?
Thank you guys for listening. Have a good one.
Yes, thank you. Good night, guys.
All right.